Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my weekly reading and this is for March 25th through... This is March 25th through the 31st. Oh my gosh, it's like the last week. This has been a long month. Heavens. I got a couple new decks and so we're going to see what comes up for everyone. I want to use a couple of these and I want to see what... I don't know. I'm not sure. I was guided to use this deck in the reading, but we're going to see what happens here. Let's see what comes. I want to use the Oracle of Mystical Moments. This deck is gorgeous, and it is by, I can't pronounce, I don't want to mispronounce it. I'm just going to hold it up there so you can tune into it and Google it if you need. Katrin? Okay, so let's just see. I'm going to shuffle focusing on the week ahead and the energy. This is for love. I will be doing my spread from my shop, and I will put a link to it below. I will be opening. This is the love weather forecast. I'm actually doing the April love weather forecast from my shop, but I'm focusing on the week. So I'm using the spread for a week. You can, utilize the spread for any time frame. So if you want to, look at a certain week or you want to look at a certain month out ahead, you can do that as well. But I'll put a link to it below, and my shop will be opening later this evening, hopefully till like next Saturday or Sunday, but I'm not sure if it'll be open that long. So I will put a link to it below. Let's see what comes up for everyone with love for the week. And we have, Miss Sunshine. I don't think I've pulled this one yet, but this deck is so beautiful, and its imagery is gorgeous. I love it, and look at the sun radiating over her there. So very, very nice. Positive energy coming up. I'm going to read from the booklet. It says, sun, light, energy, courage, and clarity. A woman rises high into the sky. Her hair shines bright like the sun. Her skirt looks like a huge building. She comes from a darker place. Beneath her lies gloom and shadows, but her light is glowing. She is the energy of life and the sun of the universe. She focuses her intention on the positive and is able to gain clarity. She leaves the night and fears behind. So it says she is the energy of life and the sun of the universe. She focuses her intentions on the positive and is able to gain clarity. That's the part that's important. This week. She focuses her intentions on the positive and is able to gain clarity. So the more you focus on that, the more you're going to get clarity. And she leaves the night and fears behind. So she leaves that darker energy behind, is what it's indicating. So let's just see. There's some other decks I want to use, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'm going to do what I was guided to do, and that's this. I wanted to go against that, but no, we're not. Okay. So let's see what comes up. This is a 6-card spread, focusing on the 25th through the 31st of March, or whenever you come across this. I feel like when you're guided and the messages come, so if you're guided here at a different time and you want to put a different time frame on it, you can do that. I feel it's all good. So, focusing on that as we go along and see what messages Spirit has for everyone. So the energy around your love life this week, and it is identity, self-identity, authenticity, being whole, number 22, which is interesting because it's this number of the Divine Masculine. But it's also the number of 4, which is April, and 2 and 2. So when I see wholeness in that number, it's becoming whole within each, it's balancing your masculine and feminine within yourself, and likewise for the partner. So everybody's in their own balanced energy, in their own state. So it's being, she's got her hand over her heart. She has that yellow around in her aura. I feel the aura here coming up is very important. So really focusing, if there's any self-care, any techniques to help you with your love life this week, it is all about, for me right now, focusing on your aura and really visualizing that yellow white light around you with some, you can see that pink hues around. You may also even want to wear yellow or pink this week. There's a lot of advice coming from Spirit for me lately for whatever the reason. So it's about really being aware of the energies, aware of the things we surround ourselves with. You can definitely see from these messages that they're talking about focusing more on the positive, going more towards the light and radiating that out, and sharing that with others. So again, doing visualization, wearing pink or yellow is coming up as important for me this week. But it's definitely talking about balancing the masculine and feminine energies within each person and working on that for yourself. You can't do the work for your partner. So focus on yourself, really focus on that for yourself, and that'll help everyone, not just you. So, because that radiates back out. Self-discovery, authenticity, being whole. And in this process this week, this self-discovery is coming up too. So you may actually, with the clarity that comes from all this light energy that you're focusing on and working towards, and in they're saying not towards, but you're in that white light. That's an affirmation. It's like rewording it there. You're going to have a realization. There's a self discovery, it's saying, but there's going to be a self-realization that comes up too. So you may see something differently. How your partner is perceiving you this month. So how they are, not this month, I'm reading my spread, but this is this week. How they are perceiving you is a gamble. So taking chances, jumping in with 2 feet, taking a risk, number 11, which is interesting because we have back to that too. So we actually have 2, 2, and then this is 2. So there's triple twos coming up right here. Taking chances, jumping in with 2 feet, risk taking. So you're being perceived as a bit of a gamble in one aspect where they may be thinking, oh, this is a gamble. I don't know how this is going to turn out, that kind of thing. And I also feel too that they could be seeing you may be perceived by them as taking risks, but with the jumping in with 2 feet, it's a risk, but 2 feet to me are stable. There's stability there. And so it can be that energy like, oh, this could be risky, but yet they have a sense of that you always land on your feet, sort of like a cat. Or they may be thinking that about you, like, man, they do this, that, and the other, and they still land on their feet. How do they do this? So there's a bit of that energy coming up. But I see a beautiful image of her walking through a doorway, too. So the imagery on here tells me that you can be perceived as walking away and into a brighter future, too. So there are different energies here. So, however you want to take that for yourself or however you feel that applies to you. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Because, this kind of energy, when we step into our divinity and our spirituality, we're not really... We may be in the moment leaving things behind us, but we're also leaving a trail of inspiration, right? To be followed. So don't look at it as, if you have to do this momentarily, don't look at it as you're walking away. Look at it as you're leaving a trail of inspiration to be followed. And that's, again, up to the other. Are they going to follow that, Are they going to be inspired enough by that light that you're heading into to follow? So very, very beautiful in all aspects, really. So, what you expect from your partner this week. So this is an expectation, not what you can actually expect to see. So this one is going to show you what you're expecting. So it's showing you a projection. You're giving a projection here of what you expect your partner to do. And it's commitment. Being true to yourself and others. Committing to trust yourself, power, and knowledge. So this is a good projection. And I love to see it when it comes up in a good way because it shows that we're doing the work. Right? So I'm gonna hold it up here and I'm going to look at it and tell you all I see. So you're projecting the fact that this is an expectation of your partner to maybe come forward and commit to you, but I don't feel that that's going to be for everyone watching. So there may be a majority of people that hey, this is the week he's coming up, we're going to get engaged, whatever, or we're getting married. That's great. But for a lot of those are watching, you're expecting your other to be true to themselves, because being true to yourself is on here. Committing to trust themselves. So in this sense where you are really having this self-discovery and this all for your own inner work and you're following your own light, your own path, same for them. You're expecting, as you're doing your work, they're doing theirs. Live and let live kind of energy. So that's an expectation, but it's a good one. You're expecting something good with that. and the power with power and knowledge. So it's definitely that you're expecting them to gain strength, and you're expecting them to commit to trusting themselves. So whatever decisions they're making or they have made, you know, that's their path, and they're trusting themselves. So that's an expectation that you have, and it's all good. I feel this is all good. I don't feel this in any negative expectations. So the next one is what you will actually receive, but this is a good projection, and so I like to see that. So what you will get, and it is rain, which isn't negative because we have the rainbow here in the background, and it's cleansing, refreshing, rainbow, and freedom. So, you know, some can view the freedom as negative and say, hey, you know, they're going to set me free, or they don't want to be with me, or whatever. But again, it's all good. Whatever is happening on the journey, just as we saw here, it's all good. You know, they're doing their say that say this would be them, and then they're leading themselves, and so they're leaving a trail of inspiration for you to follow. So, again, when you see someone walking away, it doesn't necessarily mean in that moment it's a bad thing. It's always good. It always leads us to something more positive. It leads us to liberation, to freedom. I see a lot of blue here, throat chakra. She's wearing blue on this card, even though this is a projection of the other. And I'm hearing words inner self-talk too, because this could be just an inner dialogue as well that's being cleansed, which helps the throat chakra. But I feel throat chakra energy coming up here. But it's talking about changing or cleansing, refreshing, rainbow, and freedom. So there is cleansing energy. So for some, this is going to be you clear the air with somebody after a stormy period. For others, this is liberation. For others, this is inner dialogue. You know, this is all talking about different things. And we have a little June bug that came in right on there. It was interesting. So, and I did not kill that bug, by the way. I do not kill bugs. I just gave him a little fling there. He'll just do his business, and I'll get him outside. So 6 is all about balance and harmony too. But I do see, again, good things. And remember, whatever's happening in that moment is positive, you know. So something your partner would like to see you do more of is number 5. Work. So they might literally want you to go and get a full-time job. For some people in a relationship, you know, if you're trying to get your own business off, they could be worried. Oh, this may never happen. I would feel better if you had a stable 9 to 5. So that could be the message for some. Focus, passion, diligence, success, teamwork, and finances. But for some, this is an energy that they'd like you to place more of in regards to the relationship. They may want you to put more effort into them. You know, they may want more effort into passion, being passionate towards them or with them or for them, something like that. And I see a lot of the orange and yellow, so willpower and sacral chakra coming up. This could even be, you know, with the passion energy, it could even be a little sexual as well. Putting more effort into that, you know, for them. So this can come up again in many different ways, but being maybe more focused on them, you know, outside of work, or again, this can come in many different ways, and you'll know which one is appropriate for your relationship energy. A special message of awareness from your angels on your partnership this week, and it is question. Explore the truth, searching for answers, trust that the answers will come. So this is your guidance, and it's straight off there. And I feel like for everyone, it's trust the answers will come. So for whatever you're questioning, maybe you're questioning your partner. You know, maybe you're questioning, I see the masculine energy here. Maybe you're questioning them in some aspect. But trust that the answers will come. You can explore the truth they're saying. You can search. You can be searching for answers. But trust. I feel the message and the guidance for this week is that trust that the answers will come. And so that is very beautiful. And it's 6. And I think this one, that was 11. I think one of these was 6. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. What you will receive from your partners. This one matches this one. So you will get an answer. For someone or some energies that are watching, these two would go together. This one was the one, number 4, what you will actually receive from your partner, regardless of what you're projecting, which wasn't bad, is an answer. You're going to get an answer from your partner. So if you've asked them a question and they've been gone silent or didn't answer you, an answer is coming for someone. But outside of that, for everyone, trust the answers will come. Beautiful weekly reading. I hope everyone has enjoyed it. I hope you have a great week ahead. And we are coming into Easter and April 1st already. I don't believe it. So anyway, I'll put a link to my shop below. Hopefully it'll be open for at least the majority of this upcoming week. And I'm sending Everyone, angel hugs and oceans of love. Bye.